What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Swifty back again, bringing you another video, and today I'm joined by a very special guest, Marvel DC fan, and what we're going to be talking about today is our favorite Batsuits from the comics. We're going to be ranking them, and it's going to be a top 5 video. We're not going to go, totally have a huge list, so it'll be 10 in total, 5 for each, and I'm going to let Marvel go first because he is my special guest. So, Marvel, take it away.
Hey guys, it's Marvel DC Fan on a completely different channel. Here to tell you what my 5 favorite comic book Batsuits are. So, there have been tons of designs over the years from tons and tons of different artists. But these 5 designs in particular, just from first glance, have always just kind of stuck with me. And I'm about to share it with you right now. So, getting into my 5th pick. I'm going to have to go with the first appearance Batsuit. Comparing it to the Batsuits of today, it seems a little bit out there. But I think the subtle differences are the reason why I love it so much. From, the large misshapen ears, the small logo, the cape that was basically giant bat wings, and of course, the purple gloves. I love the purple gloves, and every time I see this design brought back in modern comics, it's always a joy to me. So, getting into the next suit I have on my list for number 4, I'm going to say it is the 70s Batman, more specifically, Neal Adams Batman. I think, Neal Adams and Danny O'Neill basically defined that era of DC Comics, and specifically with Batman, they brought him back to his more darker detective roots, and it really shows in the art. But I just love the suit in general, from the gray and blue to the bat oval, and even the belt looks cool to me. And this suit and the artwork it comes from really does stand the test of time. So, getting into my 3rd pick for this list, I'm going to go with the Rebirth Bat Suit. Now, I was tempted to use the New 52 suit since I really love that suit. But, I feel Rebirth is basically, just a more better version of the New 52 suit. From the black and gray to the yellow trim around the bat logo, like the black belt and the purple inside of the cape. I just really dig. I love this suit. I loved it when it first showed up back in Scott Snyder's run, and all of its appearances. Like each artist somehow managed to make that suit look great, and it's just an amazing suit. But getting into my 2nd pick for this list, the Batsuit from Batman Hush. Now, Jim Lee is one of my favorite comic book artists of all time, and his design of the Batsuit is basically the perfect modern blend of classic Batman. It's the blue and gray, but instead of a yellow oval, it's the big black bat, and even down to like the belt and stuff. Like, I think it looks pretty rad, and I loved seeing this suit in Hush, and I think out of Jim Lee's designs for Batman, this is probably his best one. So, getting into number 1 on my list, I'm gonna have to go with the classic black and gray Batsuit. So, it's pretty much, the Batman that, is everywhere that you see, from the black and gray, the big black bat, the pouch belt, and even down, even the trunks and stuff. To me, that is Batman, and that's pretty much the defining look for that character. And, I just can't get enough of it. I think it looks great, even in today's comics. And I was happy when they brought the trunks back for Batman, and it still works for the character. And I'm glad to see that they're keeping with their roots at DC Comics. So, live on with the trunks. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my list in general. I want to thank Swifty for inviting me onto this video. This was a fun going through all the comic book Batsuits that I loved as a kid, and even today, and just telling you all about them. So, if you're interested, you can find my channel, youtube.com/MarvelDCFanReviews. I also have an LP channel, which is pretty neat, and I'm pumping out tons of content all the time, whether it's my actual reviews. Right now I'm reviewing the Batman Arkham games, and also my podcast, which Swifty is a part of. So if you want to come by and watch, then I'm very much appreciate it. But anyway, back to Swifty. Take care, everybody.
So guys, it is officially my turn to go, and starting off things with number 5, mine as well is going to be the first appearance suit. I love just about everything there is about this suit. Now, the first thing I really want to touch on is my love for the pointy ears. That is probably, next to the purple gloves, I love the pointy ears the most. And I might even like the pointy ears more than the purple gloves. And the purple gloves are definitely more iconic, but the ears to me represent, something I've always loved in Batman is tall, pointy ears. And this suit just does it perfectly for me. As well as the purple gloves, which are super iconic and came from this suit, and all the future iterations of this suit, like the Batman 0 Year suit, which I really enjoyed. And that's just to name one. And then there's also another one on my list that takes inspiration from this suit, which I will not say now because it's later on the list. So, yeah, this suit started it all. I think the suit really encapsulated where Batman was in this point in time in history, not necessarily in the comics, but just in the world. And for these reasons, I really love this suit. So moving on to number 4, we have the suit from The Killing Joke by Alan Moore. And this suit, for me, was a huge part of me being a Batman fan. It really fits perfectly into this story, and I don't like it necessarily in any... I wouldn't like it necessarily, is what I mean, in any other Batman story because of the art, the way it is sketched, and how it fits in perfectly. I say that about a lot of suits, but it's really the truth, and I'm going to continue to say it because that's really why I love these suits, is because of how it fits into the story or the video game or the TV show or the movie or whatever. You can't just throw the 70s Batsuit into Batman Flashpoint. It wouldn't work. It just defeats the purpose of there being a different suit. But yeah, Killing Joke suit is really simple. I mean, it reminds me of the Hush suit a little bit, because it has the blue accents and it has some black in it and it's gray, and it doesn't have any bat oval with the yellow. And the suit for me can't fit anywhere else but in The Killing Joke. So moving on to number 3, we have the Batman Beyond suit. Now this is the only suit on my list that is not a Bruce Wayne suit, and I actually debated if I should put it on the list or not, because at first I had a totally different suit for number 3. My original one was actually Batman Incorporated, but then I kind of flip-flopped around, because at that point I was thinking only in terms of Bruce Wayne, but I really figured since this is one of my all-time favorite Batsuits, I might as well put it in anyway and disregard the fact if it's Bruce Wayne or not. I am so sorry, Marvel, I didn't tell you that sooner, because I literally thought about it as I was recording a video. But yeah, Batman Beyond suit. This suit was a huge part of my childhood, first off, and every Batman fan's childhood, really, if you think about it. It brought a fresh new take to the character through Terry McGinnis, and I think it's one of the greatest Batman stories to date ever told, and I think it always will be, for the simple fact that it was so original. And the suit brings out a youthfulness in Batman that we never saw before. And I love how in the beginning of the show we see Bruce getting old, and there's this kind of symbolism. He's getting old in this, at least this is how I see it, he's getting old in this young suit, in this new technologically advanced suit, and he has a heart attack and then he quits. But then Terry McGinnis comes along, fresh, young face, who's ready to take on Gotham as the Batman, and be the next piece of the puzzle in the Bat family legacy. And then he takes on this suit, and it fits perfectly. So moving on to number 2, we have Batman Rebirth. Now, Batman Rebirth is such an interesting take on the Bat suit, and I think all of the color schemes and thought processes that went into whatever they were thinking about when they made this suit were great thoughts. Seriously, I think that it's so innovative to, instead of having a bat oval, you have just a yellow outline around the bat symbol. And also they have these beautiful yellow accents around the belt too. And I love as well the kind of triangle shaped accents around the abs and also the grips in Batman's palms. Now, I think that everything with this suit sticks true to what made Batman, at least the image of Batman, so great, was simplicity mixed with kind of mystery. And I love it that they stuck with standard colors, black and gray and yellow, and there's some accents of blue. But the one thing, the callback of what I was talking about earlier from the first appearance suit that showed up later was, in this suit, instead of using purple gloves, though, they put purple on the inside of the cape, and I think that's a really great touch. So this is definitely interchangeable with 1. You could seriously put this suit and number 1 in or on par with each other, definitely, for me. So moving on to number 1, we have the one and only Neil Adams bat suit. I think for me this suit brings out everything that the 60s suit did well and just improved upon it a little bit with the color scheme. It just made the blue a little bit brighter, and it defined Batman a lot more in a sense of how his muscles looked in the suit. The belt is a little bit different, I believe, and everything about the suit I love. One thing, a highlight of this suit, is the black shadowing over Batman's face that he has in all of the comics. And for these reasons, this is number 1. I think that it's just something that catches my eye a lot more than the other ones. And obviously, any of these suits really are pretty interchangeable depending on the day. And I said this as well in my top 5 Arkham suits, that, you know, the top 3 were really interchangeable. But for this, even the top 5, I mean, they're all interchangeable any day for any bat suit in any ranking. It doesn't even have to be comics. I could interchange any of them because they're all so interesting and they all bring something different to the table every time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this ranking, and I want to thank Marvel for being in my video. I'm also in his podcast, the Speaking Nerd Podcast. We record an episode every week, so go check that out on his channel. I'll link it in the description below. And thank you again, Marvel, for joining me. Let's do this again. And guys, stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Peace out.